I'm your host, America Prophet, and we're here today with the lovely CEO and President, Ms. Crystal Perkins of Faithful Chicks. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this conversation started. It's just going to be a genuine conversation. If you don't know what UnHurd Conversation is all about, it's really just about promoting your events. What you have going out there in the real world. We just want to hear about it, promote about it, and just talk about it and have a great conversation. So here we go. So, Miss Crystal Perkins, how are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much for allowing me to come into your home and have this great conversation with you.
Thank you for coming.
Yes, it's so lovely in here.
And
Thank you. I've been a fan of your brand. Basically here for the last year.
Mm-hmm.
I came to the very first one.
You sure did.
Not knowing exactly what I'm going to do. I was like, what you got going on? And everybody was really surprised on what was going on. So I'm just glad to be, just watching you do your thing.
Thank you. I'm excited. God is good. That's
Yes.
all I can say about that.
Yes. So since I'm new to the real world here at UnHurd Conversations, this is actually my first interview, so thank you again for that. But I want to let them know exactly who you are and what you got going on and how we can continue to follow you. So let's just dive right on into it, if that's okay with you.
Okay, that's fine with me.
Okay. Well, Ms. Perkins, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself and about your brand?
Well, as stated, I am the CEO and owner of Faithful Chicks Boutique, and the Faithful Chicks Boutique is a Christian apparel company, and our mission is sharing faith and God's love through apparel. And we launched the company about a year ago, and it all came about when we went through a rough time in our lives, and we had a lot of transitions and lost a lot of things, and we had to realize that our faith had to be activated, and we had to keep walking by faith in order to believe that God was going to get us back to where we were. And we've always wanted to own our own business.
Right.
And we began to share our testimony a lot and just share our faith with other people and just share our love for God and what He was doing in our lives. And one day we just had the brilliant idea to share our faith and share God through apparel.
Right.
And I just literally started, I went and got a dollar notebook from the dollar store.
Right.
And just started writing some things down and drawing out designs. And before we knew it, we had a whole collection.
Right, right. So it's simple, right? You had a notebook, you had an idea, you wrote it down, and you just said, hey, I'm going to put this timeline. Did you have a timeline at all? Or did you just figure out, one day, or you just start putting it into plans? How did that
I had a timeline initially, but then I had to let go and let God again, because sometimes you can get distracted when you try to have your own timeline. And I knew that I wanted everything to be perfect. I knew I wanted everything to be done professionally. So I just let my timeline go and just kept walking by faith every day. And it took us about a year to pretty much have everything together before we launched the company.
Right. So what are you going to start doing? What do you have coming up right now? You have the Outlet Mall, October the 16th.
Yes, that's opening weekend.
That's opening weekend. I'll be there, and I'm sure everybody is going to be there. Everybody got to come out. Put your Faithful Chicks shirt on. Come buy some more apparel and help us celebrate. So what time should we kind of just line up? What time?
They open at 10.
Okay.
And they close at 9 p.m.
Okay.
So it's like opening at 10 and then 9 p.m. So we'll be out there all day.
You know you're not going to sleep, right?
No.
Okay. I'm just letting you know you're not going to be able to sleep.
I know.
I have one little fun question for you.
Okay.
I love to entertain.
Okay.
So anybody who knows who America Prophet is or UnHurd Conversations, we're gonna let you know.
Okay.
I like music. I like good food and things like that. And I see that you guys love to eat as well.
Yes.
What are some of your
As you can tell.
So what are some of your favorite dishes that you either cook or just like to go eat? Just be like, hands down, that's it. That's what I want.
I love it when my husband puts steaks and crab legs on the grill.
Oh.
So delicious.
Right. So don't call me, don't bother me.
That's like my put the phone down meal. Like I can put my phone down for some of my husband's barbecue on the grill. Okay.
Right.
So his ribs really good. So I normally do the sides.
Right.
He just got it going on. Like he just be like, just gonna do what you gotta do. I cook tonight. And I be like, okay.
No problem.
So that's my favorite, like barbecue, and I love fish, and I'm a country girl.
Right.
So I love like brim and crappie. Like I like that kind of fish.
But that means you from
Hope, Arkansas.
Okay.
Watermelon City.
Right.
Yes.
The same
so
place
I like
where it's from?
Bill
Right. Let everybody
So yes, I like country eating. There's soul food. So soul food, some pun fish, and some barbecue. I'm good.
You good. Now you put your phone down.
I can put my phone down.
With a little music. What kind of song would that, what kind of song would you have to put on?
Now watch me whip, the whip
the
and the name.
Oh, I saw y'all
and then hit the corner. Yeah, because I like to have fun.
Yeah,
I think that people need to realize that Christians can have fun. Okay,
right, you have to be
we listen to music, we dance, we have a good time, and that's what life is about. So yeah, if you can, and some blues. Can't forget about the blues. I'm old school. My granny always tell me I'm trapped in a 31-year-old body, and I'm like a 60-year-old woman. But I can listen to some blues on the back porch. And while my husband barbecuing and call it a day.
That's right.
That's right. Now that I can put my phone down for.
So she got two things, ladies and gentlemen. She can put her phone down: some good eating and some blues.
Some blues,
right? Another thing too that strikes me with the Faithful Chicks, the overall concept is just the power of helping women. I think that is so important. We have a lot of boutiques, we have a lot of brands, we have a lot of just things going on, but it's so sporadic. You don't know how to collectively help somebody, and that's one thing I wanted to start UnHurd Conversations to kind of promote our events, our programs, our products, whatever the case may be. So with Faithful Chicks as well, how are you able to kind of bridge us together as well with your brand?
I would say inspiration and encouragement, because regardless of what kind of brand you have, regardless of what kind of business you have, regardless of what you do in your career, we all need encouragement and inspiration. And that is a part of my ministry. That's when God said, share your testimony, share your faith. That aspect is a part of the ministry. And that's the number one aspect. And I tell people that all the time. Focus on the testimony and the ministry, not just the t-shirts.
Right.
Because you can be wearing a Walking by Faith shirt and be toe up on the inside and don't have nothing. You ain't walking by nothing, right. But it's cute on your shirt. Right. So that is the foundation, and that I think is what bridges the gap between myself and other brands and other women and entrepreneurs and men and children, because it's all about the ministry, right, and the inspiration and encouragement.
Right.
So
I agree because you just had an event not too long ago where you were helping out the homeless. Can you speak a little bit about what that was about as well, and how you came about doing that event?
Well, the Faith Project, that's what it's called, and FAITH is the acronym for Fueling Awareness in the Homeless. So I always wanted to have multiple businesses, but I also think that when you have a business that is about ministry, that you should also be focused on serving. And it's like all the time when I'm riding down the road, whether I'm on University or downtown, I see a homeless person.
Right.
And I just think that sometimes that population are forgotten about. And I always go back to when I was in college, I was an undergrad, my apartment burned down. Right. Like I woke up one morning and my apartment was on fire. I didn't have renter's insurance. I didn't have like a full-time job or anything like that because I was in college. If I had not had family, I would have been homeless.
Right.
Because I didn't have anything. Everything burned. I literally had to, me and my husband, we had to jump. We were boyfriend and girlfriend at that time. We had to jump from the second floor, just bust the window and jump out, or we would have died.
Okay, we gonna need some tissue up in here.
I would have been homeless. Like seriously, like and some people, like people that work every day, some people are that one paycheck away from being homeless. So I just think it's so important that we just give back, and that's gonna be my nonprofit organization. So that's gonna be another business that I'll be launching next year. So I'm excited.
Now you also have to where you do the consultation.
Yes.
And tell us a little bit about that, because I see people just be
and they just took off. Like I was not expecting for it to take off that quickly, but God told me, what I sow into you, it's your responsibility to sow it into other people. So now that I don't work full time and I'm just focused on the brand, I have more time to do all those different things that He places on me to do. So during the day, I allow people to schedule appointments with me, and I call them faith and purpose consultations. And it's not just about business wise. A lot of people just need help figuring out what their purpose in life is. So most of them are a minimum at an hour long, and some women that want to become an entrepreneur or just need advice or help building their brand. I literally block my schedule, and I spend about an hour with them over the phone and just answering all of their questions and helping them.
That's so good. I'm talking about, I saw some of the responses and feedback. It is just amazing that they was one after another, and they tagging their friends, just showing them how powerful that is. So I appreciate that.
I'm excited about those.
Yeah, that's really good. So last but not least, you need to tell people how they can reach and where they can find all this great apparel.
Okay.
Because right now, the Faith on Fleek, I'm sorry, I'm sounding like him. The Faith on Fleek is
That's one of our hottest shirts.
The hottest shirts.
One of them.
Right. And then you got some cool new brands coming out too. So where can we find some of this great apparel?
Well, our website is www.faithfulchicksboutique.com.
Okay.
On Facebook, we're Faithful Chicks Boutique, and on Instagram, we're at Faithful Chicks. And then if you want to follow me personally for inspiration and motivation, my Instagram is at faithfulchicks_CEO. And then on Facebook, I'm Crystal Perkins.
Awesome. So ladies and gentlemen, she is everywhere. I need you guys to follow her. Also, make sure that you check in with UnHurd Conversations.
Yes.
And follow us as well. Thank you so much, and have a good night.
Thank you. I'm excited for you. This is awesome.